Hello, Meteor 3 no longer uses like fibers, so we are free now to use async local storage in our code without any issues. I don't know if you remember, but when we started this discussion in June of 2021, we had this problem with a Datadog agent that was using async local storage, and then it was breaking because Fiber has a similar idea like fiber.current, where you store also the data for this async call, but they are not working well together with async local storage. But let me show you how I am using Meteor 3 async local storage. I have this AI project where you can call an AI API very easily. So we have projects here and you have keys. So in order to understand which project is calling my API, I am using async local storage. So this is the code. I get the API key from the headers, and then I can find which key is related to this API key, and then I can find which project is also related with this key. And then if I have the project, I can continue this request. So the next call from the Express handler is going to include a map. And inside this map, I am going to include the project key object and also the project object. Why? Because now further in this async call stack, I can get this project, so I don't need to fetch from MongoDB many times. So how I do that? What is this async local storage? So first of all, this async local storage is really simple. It's just like to declare a new instance of a local storage. And why you need to declare? Because we need to be centralized. So you want to access this specific local storage later. This is why we need to have this export here, so you can import in other places. So this is the first step, and then you need to call inside this run block here, you need to call the continuation of your async stack. In this case is the next from Express. And then when I need to use it, so instead one of my handlers of Express, I can get straight from the async local storage. How? I have this function here that I created that is using the same async local storage. You can see that I'm import from the other file. And then if I have my store and I try to get my project, so from the map, I try to get the project. As I know that inside this handler, it's required to have the project, I'm also throwing. So if I don't have the project inside my storage, I am throwing an error. So I make sure that I always have the project available in this handler here of my Express API. And this is just a handler as any other, you can see here. And by the way, now that Meteor uses just Express by default, this is just call handlers and you don't need to do anything else. So before it was connect handlers because it was from connect, and you decide to remove the prefix as well. So now it's just handlers, and this is basically the Express app. So if in the past you are installing Express, you don't need to install anymore because it's already included in Meteor. So I hope this is helpful so you can understand how you declare the async local storage, how you inject something into this context, and how later you can also retrieve something from this context. So that's it. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.